Ja, I am made of der butter, and you are worth 1K subscribers. Yes, we have hit the 4-digit mark, and wow. Starting out, I would really not have expected to get to this point ever. So I don't know what's wrong with you people, but thanks. And hopefully, once we manage to wrap up Dark Savior, and I can recharge the batteries a little, I can get back to a somewhat more zippy update schedule. But in the meantime, we will be putting this sucker to bed relatively soon, and thanks for watching. Okay, so we've eliminated Indigo, which leaves us free to continue on through Deadman's Castle to rescue the last of our friendly blood receptacles, Sherry. Now, in this outer section of Deadman's Castle, there's really not a whole lot left to do. Just the occasional dead Van Kane, and we'll have to repeat a few of the jumping puzzles, but we'll be doing them in the opposite direction from what we usually do, which makes every one of them easier. This one, for example, all we have to do is drop. Very convenient. Alas, poor Matt. We knew him, Horatio. However, speaking of skulls, it would seem our human skull basketball champion is nowhere to be found. Well, since we didn't find a body, hopefully he got the hell out of Dodge. He seemed a sensible sort that way. That falling platform thing is also easier in reverse because the perspective isn't as confusing. That thing still occasionally screws me up no matter how many times I do it, just because doing it in the normal direction, it's sometimes hard to tell what the hell is up with the camera. Anyway, it would appear the terrible trio has run afoul of our carbon doppelganger. Not in this reality, anyway. And yeah, if we were actually trying to deceive him, that would be a pretty shitty Clark Kent sort of disguise. But no matter. He survived, and he's still hostile, so time to introduce him to Kickflip McTwist. And as always, the kickflip is far from invulnerable, but it hurts, it's really fast, and you can pretty much take any retaliation the enemy can deal out, and you'll still come out ahead just by spamming it madly. That is, if I could just get out of this slap fight at close range. Anyway, I am pretty sure Wuth is not capture-friendly. And even if he were capture-friendly, I couldn't be asked when I can flip him to death in a relatively minimal amount of time. After all, peg guys are nothing we haven't seen before. No Porky Rose toothpick for you this time, my friend. Anyway, coming this direction, we do not have a hat to worry about, so we're not going to weigh down these pressure plates. So no need to deal with their consequences. This is a new path. Okay, I'm not even going to try to vocalize that. Yeah, no shit. Yes, he is Evil Sizer. He fights all with his axe. So, as a bounty hunter, I am wise to steer clear of his tracks. Wow, 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 wow. But we can't steer clear of his tracks this time. So you know what that means. And being a repeat of past enemies, Evil Sizer, I believe, is also not capture-friendly this time out. And for a long time there, he wasn't even inclined to retaliate at all. So, as nice as it has to have a tricycle wheelchair Jason on our team, we're just gonna kick the crap out of him like we've been doing to everyone else with K. Fast and easy. In this game, that's the best kind of combat to have. The next one, however, will not be. So now we are at the entrance, and here's our final team member, Sherry. Ah, of course, evil twins never have a sense of self-deprecating humor. Also, am I crazy, or does it look like Sherry's wielding the Darth Maul equivalent of a T-square? And surprise, surprise, it's our last Carbon Floor inmate, Meg, whose sprite matches up eerily well with Carbongarian's. And I'm going to save state here, because Meg takes a major level up in damage from anyone else we fought. And Meg actually can be captured, so I'll give it a try, even though I don't like using Kiwi all that much. It's not like the capture is really useful at this point in the game, because there's only one fight left to go. But, hey, you know, we like to be completionists around here. And as you can see, Meg's guard break is a flying ass to the face. God, that's a boring super. It works well enough, though. And there goes Meg's super, the flaming ass to the face. You know, while it would really suck to lose the game at this point, so close to the end, if you're gonna get knocked out, I suppose there are worse ways than, you know, to be hit in the face with a mini-skirted mall-punk ass. I mean, if I could choose my method of execution, that would probably be in the top 5. Meg, in addition to being really hurty with her attacks, takes a while to bring down, so this is a bit tedious, but we'll have her taken care of soon. I should note, by the way, that fighting her with Garion is really, really difficult. Mainly because Garion can only do like 3 points of damage to her with each attack in his weakened state. And of course he ends up taking, I think, something like 30 damage from each hit of hers, because once again he's still in his weakened state. You would think he'd be mostly recovered from having rescued most of his friends at this point, but no such luck. By the way, if you're not trying to go for the capture like I currently am, as usual for this parallel, Ninja K is by far the easiest way to bring her down. It's a little higher risk than most uses of the kickflip, but it still works quite well. And so we stuffed the mini-skirted mall-punk into our Pokeball. I don't think she's quite a child. Anyway, this path will lead us to the main entrance, or at least the road of the main entrance, to Jailer's Island. We've never gotten to go in through the main gates, but we will be able to leave through them. At any rate, that's about all the time we have, and besides, there's a big climactic battle coming up for the end of this parallel, so it would be a good idea to save that for next time. Well, thank you all again for the 1K subscriptions. I am very appreciative. I'll see you again soon. Until next time, eat communism!